Stream, man. I had to make this video, man. It's getting me so pissed off. It is infuriating to me because right now Kyrie Irving should have been back playing for the new for the Brooklyn Nets because his suspension is up. So they suspended him 5 games without pay, and now he's eligible to go back to play for the Nets, but the freaking owner of the Nets is refusing to let Kyrie back on the team, and it's crazy to me. He's full of crap because Kyrie Irving met with this owner individually, and he brought his family with him, and they spoke had a very sound like they had a really good productive conversation. And after the conversation was finished, the owner determined that Kyrie Irving doesn't have anti-Semitic views. So if the owner has made that statement that Kyrie Irving is not anti-Semitic, why is it that he's still preventing Kyrie Irving from going back into the game and being active again? Now, we also had Adam Silver, who was the commissioner of the NBA, who met with Kyrie individually, and they talked, and he also determined that Kyrie Irving is anti-Semitic. So, in that sense, Kyrie Irving is eligible, should be eligible to play again for the league. But, oh man, it seemed like no matter what, as a black athlete, we are going to be scrutinized a lot harder than any other race of athletes or celebrity, because what they're doing right now is basically trying to undermine everything Kyrie Irving stood for and what his principle is. And now people are fed up. People are upset because they're saying now they're just using, they basically are taking advantage of the situation. And this owner is a complete hypocrite. He's full of shit because he supports Alibaba. He's a billionaire, by the way. I think his net worth is in like the low billions, like 6 billion or so. He supports a company that supports the genocide of a Muslim ethnic group that lives in China. I forgot the specific name of that ethnic group, that Muslim ethnic group that reside in China. He supports a company that supports the genocide of that group. And he said, the owner, that Kyrie Irving still has a lot of work to do. And I'm like, you claim that Kyrie Irving still have a lot of work to do, yet you support a company that supports the genocides of a Muslim ethnic group that lives in, I think it's called Uyghur. Sorry if I pronounce it incorrectly, but it's an ethnic group where these Muslims are being systematically erased out of the population by communist China, where they're basically indoctrinating them with communistic ideals, and they're telling and they separating these people from their family, and there's also rumors going around that they're killing these people. So this company that this owner invests in is influencing communist China and their efforts to eliminate and kill off a Muslim population or a small ethnic group of Muslims that live in China. So it's pure hypocrisy to me. It's pure hypocrisy. They need to let Kyrie back into the game. They definitely need to make Kyrie back into the game. But I'm gonna make a separate video. I'm gonna talk about something completely different with female nature. I'm just really have to speak out on this because I see how they treating Kyrie, and it's uncalled for. Like I said, Kyrie Irving did not say a single word when he posted that link to the documentary. He did not say a single word, yet they painted him as some type of criminal. They put it in words in his mouth. They saying he's anti-Semitic when there's no inference or there's no proof to show that he has anti-Semitic beliefs. So at this point, Kyrie Irving needs to lawyer up. He needs to get a lawyer, and he needs to file a lawsuit against the league for discriminating against him because of his beliefs, the religious beliefs, and also a defamation of character because the stigma that they attach to him, it still hasn't is still there because what they're claiming he is not who he is as a person. People know, I know Kyrie Irving is a good person and he supports all walks of life and he supports all religion. He's a person that is very open minded to different beliefs and different customs and way of life. So for them to paint him as this person that aids a certain religious group or ethnicity, it's unbecoming of who he is, and they basically defiling his character. So if I was him, I will file a lawsuit against the league, and also the Nets. The Nets organization owes him. They owe him money for all the games he was suspended for. Those are games that he missed for no reason at all, and he's due to collect money from those games. And also, the Supreme Court signed a law that states that the job anyone working in New York City that was fired because of their refusal to take the job, they were supposed to be reinstated back into their job and also get paid back money that they lost during the time they were fired while out of work. So Kyrie Irving is actually owed millions of dollars from last year too, when they suspended or they forced him out to miss games because he refused to get the the job. So I think the owner doesn't want to pay him the money that he's owed, but he has a legal case to file against. Kyrie has a legitimate legal case to file against the Net organization you know for that case with the Supreme Court that was signed into law. He also had a legal case for what's going on currently, and they owe him millions of dollars. So people are getting very fed up with this owner. I'm sick and tired of this guy. He is a piece of shit, and we need to get rid of this guy because he is a full blown hypocrite. Like I said, he supports Alibaba, which is a company that endorses the genocide of Muslims that live in China. And yet he's want to talk about Kyrie has a lot of work to do, but yet this guy is endorsing the genocide of an ethnic Muslim group that lives in China. So it's pure hypocrisy, and I can't take these people seriously. And yeah, they're full of shit. So Kyrie Irving needs to lawyer up. He needs to get a legal team, and he needs to put pressure on the league and the organization because what they're doing right now is ridiculous. They still have him out. They haven't even reinstated him back into the league yet. He hasn't. He was eligible to play this past Sunday because the 5 game suspension was up, I think, by Sunday. So he was supposed to play against the Lakers, but they prevented him from playing that game. And now they dragging this on for seem like indefinitely now. So at this point, if I was Kyrie, I would lawyer up. I would file a lawsuit against the league and the organization, the F organization, and this owner. He needs to be gone. He needs to be completely alienated out of the league because what he's doing now is uncalled for. And I'm sick and tired of how the league is treating Kyrie Irving. And he apologized. He lived up and he owned up to his mistakes, and they still crucifying this guy, and it's sickening because no other race of people who was a celebrity, who was famous, who has some type of notoriety, I've ever had to go to the extent of stipulation they put Kyrie through when they have said something, like they have verbally said something that was very hurtful to people. Like they have said racial slurs, they have used the N word, they have called certain groups of people a certain derogatory term, and all they had to do was apologize, and everything was forgotten. They never had to go to a list of demands that they had to fulfill in order for them to be eligible to go back to their job, go back to living a normal life. They never got alienated to the way Kyrie is, and what they're doing to Kyrie is complete assassination. They're lynching him. It's like modern day lynching. So I'm fed up of the league, and I don't, I'm like, if they don't reinstate Kyrie back into the league, I already boycotted the NBA, but I thought things gonna move forward, so I'm like, okay, maybe I could start watching games again. But if they don't bring back Kyrie Irving into the league and they still by blackballing this guy, like it seems like what they're doing the same thing what they did to Colin Kaepernick. They basically blackball him out of the league. Kyrie Irving is in the prime of his life right now. He is at his prime years now, where he can, you know, make a whole lot of money, and he could definitely bring a team to the next level. And he's playing at an all-time high level this season. You know, he's averaging well over, I think, 25 points a game. So he's playing at a very high level, and the teammates, they need him. He's healthy. He don't have any nagging injury. He's eligible to play, but yet, this owner is being a complete piece of shit, and he's not allowing Kyrie Irving to go back and play, even though he served suspension without pay, mind you, and he's supposed to get that money back. So if I was Kyrie, I would lawyer up, man, because this is getting out of control. Anyways, I'll finish this video. I'm tired of sick of this guy. They need to get rid of this owner, the Nets owner, Joe Tsai. He needs to be gone, man. This guy is a complete asshole. He's a complete buffoon, and he's a hypocrite. So we need to just get rid of this guy. And no players should play for the league unless they reinstate Kyrie Irving back into the NBA. I think people need to stand up. We need black players. We are basically majority of the league, and if we all could join forces and come together and fight against the oppression that Kyrie Irving is being put through, we can gain back our power and have some autonomy in the way the predominant society treat our people, because they're trying to use Kyrie as a scapegoat. And no, we have had enough of this bullshit. We're gonna stand up as people, and we're gonna fight for our rights, and we're gonna do what's right. So I want all the players in the league to join forces and protest against the way they're treating Kyrie Irving. I think there's strength in numbers, and the more people come out and speak out against the way Kyrie Irving is being treated and demand that he gets put back into the game, and demand that they remove the suspension and make him eligible to play in the league again, then things will be changed. They will have to give in. But if we don't speak out, they're gonna just keep forcing this suspension on Kyrie. They're basically gonna backball him from the league and cancel him basically, which is what they're doing right now. But anyways, this is about it. I just had to bring this video out. I'm tired of the way the league is treating Kyrie. This is ridiculous. This is out of hand, and something needs to be done. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.